few weeks ago, I posted a Facebook video saying I had planned on doing the Camino Frances in Spain. Well, it has got real now. I am sitting at the airport in Cleveland right now, waiting for my flight. Leaves at 2:12, going from Cleveland to Detroit. In Detroit, I will catch another flight to Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris, and I will arrive there at 6:30 a.m. tomorrow. Today's the 24th. That will be August 25th. It'll be about midnight here in Ohio when I actually arrive tonight, but I can't check into my hostel until tomorrow night. It'll be about 3 p.m. Ohio time. Actually, no, I take that back. It'll be about 9 a.m. Ohio time, 3 p.m. Paris time. So I will be doing some sightseeing in Paris, and we'll be posting. That will be part of this video, I'm assuming. But yes, it is getting real. I am sitting at the airport waiting to go. Sorry I didn't get to do a pack shakedown and post the video, but I had some family issues that came up. I might share about those at the end of the video. Yes, thank you for joining me, and I am getting ready to doing the Camino Frances across northern Spain. See you in Spain, or see you in France actually. 1 hour flight, we've made it here to Detroit, and that big plane is the one that I'm taking to Paris, to Charles de Gaulle Airport, boarding in about 15 minutes or so, and so we're getting ready to head on out. So this trip is continuing to move, and not sure how full the flight is, but I know I have an aisle seat and ready to go. Good morning, everybody. It is 7 a.m. here at Charles de Gaulle Airport in Paris, France. It is 1 a.m. back in Ohio time for any of my YouTube friends who are back in Ohio. Made it on my flight, almost 8-hour flight from Detroit to Charles de Gaulle at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning here at Charles de Gaulle Airport. Customs was pretty light. I mean, I sailed through customs. I'm just waiting on my backpack to come down on the belt now, so I can continue on the day. But just wanted to share with you that I made it to Charles de Gaulle Airport. Got a few hours of sleep, not too much, but I plan on getting to the hostel kind of early tonight, get some sleep, so I can head out early in the morning. I will definitely be sharing some sights around Paris, though, with you in this video. Thanks, guys. Before I leave the airport, I thought I'd show how I tied up my backpack. Basically, I went and tied the straps tight around each other so that there was minimal amount hanging out, so that we only have these little tabs here, and that's pretty much the longest tab that's pulling out. That way, that nothing gets caught in the conveyor belts here at the baggage claim. I actually brought a trash bag I was going to slide it into, but when I showed up at the baggage check, the lady looked at it and she says, that's one of the better ones I've seen tied up, so no issue with that. So that's how my bag came, no issues. Going to untie it and get ready to head out. Well, I've made it to France, and I'm in Paris. Got off my first train, transferred onto my second train, and got on the train going the wrong direction. So I had to ride one exit down and exit the train, and now I'm waiting for a train going back the other way. So rather than having 4 stops, I have to go 5 stops that way before I get to my hotel, and I can check my bags, and then I can go out and see the town, and just for a little while, and then I'm going to be calling it an early evening. Hey guys, it's only 9:05 in the morning here, but I checked in and I asked if I could store my bags. They said, your room's ready. So they gave me the information for my room, and I went up to my room. I'm staying at an economy hotel. It's they call it a double room. Okay, and there's not a bathroom in the room. The bathroom's down the hall. But let me show you around my room. So this is my room. I have my own sink, a bed, a table and chair, which I stuck my backpack on, and a little TV. And really, that's all I need for the night. I'm going to be sleeping, and I hope I sleep well after last night. I only got about 3 hours of sleep.
on the plane. It's actually only 3 o'clock in the morning. So now is when I would actually be sleeping, but it's daylight out. So I think I'm going to go out and do a little bit of sightseeing after I confirm my trains for tomorrow. I'm going to wait to do that first, and then I'm going to head out. So I'll share some of the sights that I go see. I'm hoping to go see Notre Dame. I'm hoping to see the Eiffel Tower. I'm not sure what else trouble I will get into, but I'll share what I find out. I've been in France for about 4.5 hours, and I needed to use my ATM card to get some euros so I could actually pay for things here in France and in Spain, and my card didn't work. So I spent probably 45 minutes trying to get a hold of the right people at Charles Schwab, which is the bank I'm using, because they had just sent me a new card and they didn't activate it for current foreign ATM machines. So I had to get that done this morning. Finally able to get some money out of the ATMs, and I'm walking through Paris. I'm going to go to the Pantheon first, then go to Notre Dame. I may stop at the Louvre before I head over to the Eiffel Tower. So let me show you a little bit of the streets of Paris. So here's some of the architecture of the street here in Paris that I'm walking down. Some of the beautiful buildings here. And then when you look down that way, among these old buildings, then you have skyscrapers down that way. And over here, we actually have a brick wall with a old building behind that. So we got some really old buildings coming up a little farther here. I'll stop and take some pictures of those too for you. I'm walking along the streets in Paris and I find this. This is actually, it looks like the same thing that they used to mark the Camino, the conch shell with the rays. I don't know whether this is actually a Camino trail. There's multiple Camino trails, but I don't know whether there's one that starts in Paris. I don't know of one, but that doesn't mean there isn't. But that was interesting to find that here, walking the streets of Paris. Made it to the Pantheon. So, beautiful building. I'll walk up there and get some good pictures. I'm trying to do it from here because we're in the shade. Beautiful dome building. Here's some more videos of Pantheon. And we're heading around to Notre Dame next. So we're probably a half-mile walk to Notre Dame. It's not much wider, it's just wider, but not a whole lot. So it's just a wedge built in there between those two streets. We made it to the Notre Dame Cathedral. Remember there was that fire in the Notre Dame Cathedral, and they have got the fire damage repaired, but they're obviously still doing work on the cathedral. But beautiful building. We'll go over and not sure how far, they've got a lot of it blocked off over there. So I don't think we're going to be able to get too close, but I did want to come down and walk near it and be able to get some good pictures. So hopefully this counts as good pictures. So here next to the Notre Dame Cathedral is the Seine River. And beautiful bridge crossings on here. But the architecture here is beautiful. Here's a picture of Notre Dame Cathedral from another angle. The beautiful carvings. Yeah, chimes there at the cathedral. How cool is this architecture? We do a 360 all the way around here because there's a little bit of everything here. So I came across this sign, and the St. Jacques Tower, or Jackie's Tower, is a remnant of the St. Jackie's the La Broche Church, and has been designated as a World Heritage Site as it is on one of the French routes of the Way of St. James. The Way of St. James is also known as the Camino. So those things that I saw back there, the scallops with the star, is probably one of the Way of St. James routes. And here is one of the scallop shells here. And when you go in this park, that's the building they were talking about up here. I'm not going to go all the way in there because I have to backtrack to get where I'm going. Changed my mind. I did decide to go through there because it turns out I could go out the other side of the park. So this is the tower that's here in the middle of this park. Very high. We've made it to the Louvre. The Louvre, I believe, is the French art museum. Beautiful architecture of the Louvre. But then when you look around, you see the architecture of all the buildings here. They're really cool. And the church right across the street is really cool as well. I'll keep going until I'm looking at that. Hey everybody, there's the first sighting of the Eiffel Tower. It's 2 miles away, so I'm going to attempt to walk that far, and then I think I'm going to get a bus to get back to the hotel. But yep, that will be the stop number 4 today. So this is the Louvre looking across the river. This is the other side of it, and you see, I don't know how much of this is actually the Louvre, but that building goes on for a long way. I mean, it's at least twice as wide this way as it was the other way. On my walk to the Eiffel Tower, we passed the Grand Palace over there, which is very cool to see from over here. The number of miles I'm walking today, I'm not going to take a walk over there, but we'll get pictures from here. We made it to our 4th stop, the Eiffel Tower. Again, not going up in it, but I wanted to get close. I'll actually go up underneath of it, get a picture from there. But then we're going to head to the bus and take the bus back. This is a tower from right across the street. And it just keeps going up and up and up and up. And there's the top. Well, I've been in Paris for about 8 hours, and that makes 4 stops, including going through, and that doesn't include getting to the air flight, off the flight, getting my baggage, getting through customs, and getting the hotel. So had a busy day so far, so I'm heading back to the hotel. This is actually on the train the next day. I went to film this. I had a 9-hour in Paris. And then headed to bed. Walked almost 7 miles, saw all the sights I was seeing. I got a quick bite to eat, and then went to sleep. And so I had plenty of sleep to try to get my body back on schedule, getting ready to do my hike. So here's today's video and yesterday's video, and be walking tomorrow.